onto it. This last province in Friuli I would very much like to have. Aggressive expansion isn't too bad. I'd also like Manly Mantua gone, but Milan defends them and I have a truce. So the question still goes back to, where do I go now? Oh, what? Ah, those are claims, not cores. Could still fight for these claims, and I know a certain Castilian who would love to get involved in that. It'd be very nice to have this bit sealing off Sevilla for me. Also might not be worth the trouble for now. Alright, tricky. Somebody's saying the music is a bit loud. Well, I can bring that down a little bit. It's one of those things that's hard to tell because the music in this game goes up and down like a yo-yo. I'm torn here. What do I do? I have a long bit of waiting with the Papal State. Oh, but that warning doesn't last forever with you. And once it's gone, it's a great opportunity to ram raid you. That truce goes on till 51. Alright, well that's something to do at least. I'm going to get that claim on you and figure out what to do with it later. Hopefully it doesn't re-ally Austria, but it could happen. Alright, I can be satisfied with this. Just. They actually managed to overcome their separatists here. Mr. Wang's going to stick around. He's going to give us dip points, which is good, because that's one thing we certainly need. And I could always invest in some ideas. I could also not. I really need that extra diplomat. But I really need faster colonies. But I really need that extra diplomat. But I really need my dip tech not to suck. No, the lack of that diplomat is hurting me in ways that are unusual. Any conquests this stream, asks Planet Sphere. Yeah. Notice that the Pope used to have a lot more land, well he doesn't anymore. Yeah, that's kind of nice. It's almost disappointing that Luca's hanging on through all of this. It was not the intention for them to survive getting all this land. Although it's better than it going back to the Pope. That is worst case scenario. Somehow this land going back to the Pope. Wild Goose learning. They actually managed to gain a new skill. It was only in running away, but a new skill is a new skill. The diplomat comes along with plus 10% tech cost, yeah, but I'm gonna face that someday anyway. The real kicker is this, -5 colonists when I'm invested in the New World. Alright, Pope boy, I'll take you down yet. So much reformed down here, it's kind of disgusting. And it's very close to tipping me over to... where is it? Here we go, religious turmoil. That's why I really want Portugal inside of me, because they have a lot of Catholic... Ah, they keep expanding. What are they doing now? I mean, I'm kind of grateful, but please, I need to eat you. If I get myself another subject, I'll get the loyal subjects modifier and keep them inside. It's another 11 years. They might be expanding faster than I can integrate them. That would be bad in a number of impressive ways. But you integrate them based on dip rep, so I could always get a dip rep guy. Might be worth it at this point, just to speed that up. Get inside my country. I care not the cost. It's a bit better, 56. Also, stop fighting in my land. At least that doesn't cause devastation, but imagine it did. Coimbra. I mean, that's not very nice at all. This is also not very nice, having to keep placating you. Okay, well I have a lot of ships, so I guess we're sailing on over. And you guys are also getting back to protecting my precious trade. Okay. Spy detection in Hungary is so high that my efficient spies aren't doing a whole lot for me, unfortunately. Tuscany truce is over. I could attack them, I could ally them against the Pope. I wouldn't be able to bring them into this war against Hungary, no doubt. But, I wonder... Well, I'll have the flexibility at the very least. The nobility of even better Korea over in Portugal. What are you trying to say, game? I can't wait until I can culturally remove your salted cod. Alright, pretty much in there. Good. At least, like my own army, the rebels are pretty crap. Unfortunately, it's eating into the manpower that I didn't really have to begin with. Although it's still more than I normally have in these situations, so I can't be too fussy. Okay, got what I need to claim Lika, so I can happily declare war on you whenever I want. The question is who goes next. Venice is very, very tempting a target. Tuscany I can't really do anything about. Also they're allied with Castile. And the Pope as well. I'd love to have a CB against him, other than best CB. But I make do with what I got. Still, Naples could yet attack the Pope. And what's more, he could probably bring in France. Those guys love each other. And then he'd safely be able to take Roma. However, only Lucca have a claim on it. Which is weird in its own way. Okay, so the question still arises, where do I go from here? And Venice is still tempting, so I'll get another claim over there. It's a very colourful Italy. Why, thank you. I like a good, strong, yet consolidated Milan. I'm always happy to see Savoy do well, especially if they're on their way to Sardinia, Piedmont. Bit strange what's going on with Naples, though, but that is entirely my fault. They probably really want this land back. The scariest thing would be if they fight me and call in France, because then I'd have to rely on, well, hopefully Austria is enough of an offset there. If Austria joins in. Austria's friends are pathetic and include Lucca for whatever reason. But I'd be relying on Bohemia, Castile, Milan, Savoy, and they might not all help me. I like the idea of getting a cheap guy there. I also like the idea of having discipline, but cheap is probably going to win the day here. Even if he is reformed. Disgusting. Are you going to try to feed the Savoyards Sardinia for the sake of best colour, Jake? It's a difficult one to do because Aragon is bound to become Spain quite soon. Surprised it's not already, in all honesty. Hang on. Lisboa want... no. Portugal wants Lisboa. They're going to hate me for this. But there's no way I'm giving it to them. Still, though. They are definitely going to become revolting from that. Gonna have to develop them, actually. That's really something I did not want to have to do. These lines are all a bit rubbish, but no, I really didn't want that to happen. At least I get a bit of prestige, but it's not enough to placate them with. I'm only 41% of the way there. I want my better guns, damn it, but I want my everything. Oh well. That'll offset the 15. There we go. And that cost me another large chunk in integrating them, so it's going to be another 12 years. But their opinion's still pretty sky high, so that's good. Somebody's asking if there are people that I can push around now that I'm a great power. Well, I can take on the foreign debt of a lot of people. Apparently. Well, that's what it says, but it's not giving me much, and I can influence people, but that's about it. I suppose one thing is, could I force people to break alliances, and I doubt anybody that I'm looking to break up would agree to that. Also, I don't have those diplomats right now. Yeah, it would be very nice to actually be the one pushing people around for a change. Can you please show the extent of your empire? I was surprised to see Portuguese vassals on the other side of Europe there. So the empire started with Greater Pyong or Better Pyongyang. It also ended there. We have Unji as our capital. We have Treviso, Venice, and Ferrara. We took Ancona just now, and they're not coring it. We took a slice out of Naples. Long ago, we subjugated and integrated all of Sicily, including Malta, and we attacked a bankrupted Portugal with the best CB to take their coastline and then later subjugate them. This was after we'd sold their land to Morocco at a high price and then fought to take it back. They've also converted it back to Catholic for me, so nice them. We also have our own theatre in the New World, which Portugal is very kindly growing for me at great cost to myself. We go as far as Havana, and it will go further someday. But we're very bad at colonizing, and we're soon to get a lot worse. Alright, so the Otto Turks are winning this one pretty well. Somebody is dead. I don't really need missionary strength, but I might someday. I dream of getting these converted. Treviso, not good for another 20 odd years. Same with Ferrara. And Ancona, even though I just took it. It's got a long wait ahead of it. Must have gotten lots of best CBs. Yeah, we had to best CB pretty hard. I wonder who wants Roma and would take it. Sadly, you don't. You really want it, and yet you've not claimed it. Maybe I'm going to regret getting rid of that alliance with you. And then, of course, there is Tuscany, but I can't bring them into this war against Hungary. And I sincerely doubt that Castile wants Roma. In fact, I don't want Castile invading Italy. I'm a bit more forward-thinking than historical Italians. And I'm not going to embrace the counter... Well, I could embrace the Counter-Reformation. My tech cost would go even worse. But I'd get that missionary strength. Austria would like me even more as well. Idea cost even higher, but it seems good to me actually. I had no intention of converting, so I'll go with that. Come on, Luca, you can pull through this. Whatever you do, don't give that land back to the Pope. That's the worst thing you could do. Your tech cost is already about to get 10% worse. What's a measly 5% more? Exactly. I mean, it's just a question of scale by this point. I know my tech is going to be horrible. As long as I've got the ducat. Milan pile on more modifiers than me, and Venice pile on a ton. It's going to be good to eradicate Venice from the trade node. Going to get that claim on. I wonder if I could attack them here and now. Naples is too busy. I could just come in, take Friuli, and that's that. Nobody would be the wiser. However, the mere existence of Venice gives me that easy access to Naples. I can fight them, break Naples up with France, and then pulverize Naples afterwards. It's too good an opportunity to pass up. That's why I'm not so keen on just taking Venice out. It's short-sighted. On the other hand, Venice hate me and would join a coalition against me, so maybe it's a good idea just to... Yeah, let's just nip this one in the bud. Naples' time will come, let's put it that way. Let's not have that happen. Give it 1 month and we'll be good to attack you. Then again, this other war could end pretty soon. Especially given that Liège is down and out. So perhaps we should just jump into it. We have the numbers to take them down anyway. So I'm taking Friuli. Do I want Milan involved? There's really no good reason to, so no. I mean, I guess I'll keep this fort running just in case everything goes to pot. Attacking into hills, but here's what's gonna happen. I will keep some people in reserve just in case things go really bad, and I mean they would have to go really bad. Oh yeah, Venice still have a navy. My navy should be superior, so let's just keep them in there. Oh crumbs, that's a lot of galleys. They probably think they could take me actually, but we'll see if we can keep them in their place. Okay, morale might be terrible, but sometimes you don't need morale to win. Good job, units. How close is France to dishonor Naples, especially given another -5 from the Neapolitan dishonor? Ooh. Well, since France love me, that helps me out in a big way. I think I used that against them before, but that defensive war is a hell of a drug. Let's keep France on our side though, that's something I don't want to miss out on. Oh, Wild Goose, you should definitely be on that siege. Your 2 siege are too good. Also, please get back to doing what you do. Poland had to lose 2 provinces to the Ottomans. Lithuania also had to lose land. But nothing's really destroyed from that. PLC is still a pretty big thing. Do you still love the French for lifting your excommunication? Yes, just not enough to ally them. It is a shame, I know. Still, I need the Pope down somehow. He's not my rival anymore, which is kind of nice. Portugal still loyal under me. It's imperative that I keep it that way for what it's worth. Even if it comes at great monarch pointal expense. But I'm not excommunicated, and with France in charge, I won't be. And he's going to be around for as long as Alexander VII continues to reign. When he dies, chances are that France will get it again. If not France, PLC. Woo! Or people that generally like me, so that's okay. Nice one, Commonwealth. Very nice. Oh, thought that was attack on me, but no. Why would anybody attack poor little me? Manly Mantua have a lot of occupations here. But this war is between... hang on, hang the hell on. Mantuan conquest of Firenze. Mantua, your relationship with the Pope? Neutral, okay. If Mantua just eats up this land, then that's all well and good. It's not well and good that Lucca only have a territorial core there, but still. I was pipped at the post of Mantua earlier, and looks like another kind of pipping is going to happen here. Ho-hum. I was highly disappointed, says Tsabxi. Well, your name is disappointing, but still. You were contemplating a naval doctrine other than ship capture. Without it, how would you acquire glorious USS Pueblo? Ah, I like the way you think. Yeah, you're right, it was weak of me ever to consider anything else. Wow, poor Luca's in a bad state here. And I no longer have conquest on Naples, which isn't good. Oh, excommunicated as well. Perhaps I should get a claim on Naples just in case. Still involved in that other war. I want/need Naples to attack the Papals. I mean, attacking Lucca is also an idea, but I would want Siena as my subject first. Which is possible. I can drag Castile into some other war, but I have no Casus on Tuscany. If I took Umbria, then I could mince Siena with it, but I don't want to go that way. Also, when did this happen? Huh. Huh. You know, Lucca might be the better subject around here. They have a lot of cores. You still have the best CB on Tuscany. It's very dangerous to use around here. That's a lot of aggressive expansion in a tight theatre. Also, wow, Venetians, you guys, you're holding out a long time. Did that say luck? No, it said hills. I feel like I should definitely be doing something with my diplomats, but there's something to do. Take what little money they have left, give me that. Venice, Naples, Manly Mantua, and Lucca will hate you. Well, too bad, and you don't have a core on. That would make Milan like me. That would make me like me. That would make the Otto scum like me a bit at least. Yeah, seems good to me. Oh, bollocks! He is of a wrong religion. That's likely going to take me down the path of you know what. I could always just force religion and take the land back at another point. But somebody else is likely just going to conquer him for that. Hmm. 35 ducats is not worth the long time I have to wait. However, taking the money probably is. Break Naples up with France, Jake. Would love to, but that's a bit difficult. France is not exhausted from their war. It would be so easy to get Urbino as a subject right now, but... Yeah, I really can't afford to take that and slip into a... Hang on, the disaster isn't showing up. But it will when my religious unity drops below 75%, which I think it would with this. Not to mention, it could strike me anywhere. No, Venice gets to live, at least for a little while. But I get a bit of prestige out of this, so I guess it's not all bad. And I'll be coming for the rest later. Hopefully that doesn't backfire. Yeah, France does love that war. I'll give you that. I'll give you that for free. Damn, that Ottoman warning, but it expires very soon. Then I can fight the Pope, but I need to think how to use that. You don't by chance want Hungarian land, do you? No, I would need to find somebody that wants both Rome and Hungarian land. So close and yet so far, Naples. You hate me anyway, so not to worry about that. Don't want to wait out this truce. It is a long truce. Oh well, can't worry about it. My core here doesn't run out for a very long time unless he culturally enriches it. 1614's a good amount of time to... And all I have to do is declare war to reset it. Not much else. I have to fight and not lose horribly in that war. And that's the trick, though. Still, I got my diplomats sitting around doing a whole load of not much, so who do we go for? Again, if I had a CB on Naples, other than take capital for humiliate, because no. You don't have to declare war, Jake. You could also be declared a pawn. I kind of like the way you think, but I'm not super sold on it. Oh, Portugal lost their claims on Morocco. However, I would still like to attack Morocco and bring in my good friend Castile. Castile is busy in another war. That other war, of course. But I don't have the capacity to declare such a war. I'm surprised Portugal lost those claims. Right, what I can do is say, hey, these lands should belong to me, so Portugal get claiming them. Okay, well he can't claim these ones, but he can claim the others. However, ooh, that would put me at odds with Castile, because Castile wants those lands as well. Okay, but just one itty-bitty claim on these guys. See, lands down here, that would do, right? Wrong. Okay, just one. Castile won't break up with me over one. We don't have bots around here, shorty boy, but we've been up for 1 hour 20 minutes. Oh my god, what is this? So this is kind of good if Manly Mantua then goes to attack Tuscany. Tuscany, unfortunately, have friends in high places, but still, if Tuscany got slaughtered, then I could take a single province, spit them out, and do some reconquering, which is the super goal around here. Okay. Ancona gets religious persecution, because my reformed followers are fleeing. Okay, but it makes it easier to convert. Did I read that right? Yeah, that would be great if it didn't have religious zeal until way beyond that time. Yeah, the border goers strong around here. Mantua's an interesting one, aren't they? I could attack them, mind? Lucca and Savoy are falling out, unsurprisingly. That might mean that Lucca wants to eat them. Aha! This changes everything. Very nice, but does this mean that I did not spawn it? What a shame. Munster got it. Hang on, did I even notice it? Yeah, of course it spawned, but still. It's going to have a hard time spawning in my country because I'm rigidly Catholic. However, gaining 5 Republican tradition, even if Austria don't like me for it, is a great trade. I have conquered new states, but don't want to go down that because the Grand Army is a long way away from me. Okay, Lucca managed to hold on to these lands. Hopefully they make them full cores, because that would mean Lucca becomes a fantastic person to subjugate. But I still need Rome gone. How do I do that even? I mean, I have no claim to Rome. I have nobody that could take it for me. I'm really just waiting and hoping that Naples were to take it, but Naples won't make a claim. Good, I lost my claim on Milan. Maybe it is time that I look overseas. I'm not far away from getting that super important Spanish square. These guys won't put up a defense. And whilst it'll be incredibly expensive on my admin to core some of this, I'll at least establish a colonial nation, then all lands can go to them. That seems like a pretty good idea to get established on early. Unfortunately, it takes a long time for that diplomat to get back. So if I want to jump on any particular war really fast, I have to wait a long time. But hey, when I have 460 dip points, I can get my extra diplomat. in exchange for paying another 10% extra in technology costs, because we didn't have enough costs on it already. Just remind me to tech up before I take that idea, because it's going to be a bit of a killer. Glad to see you're Catholic. I hope